Hello and welcome to Dice Jesters. My name is Julie.
And my name is Dave.
And today, Dave and I wish you a happy New Year's Eve.
Happy New Year's. I'm excited for a new year together, and I thought that we would take a look back on some of the memories that we shared over the last year, and I came prepared with some questions to ask you.
Like a little New Year countdown type deal.
New Year countdown, yeah. Some things that are just for discussion, but also some fun other questions that I added in there, so...
Okay, I'm ready.
Julie, what would you say has been your favorite gaming memory from the past year?
My favorite gaming memory?
Yeah.
Is there a correct answer to this? No, it's just
these are open-ended.
Huh. Wow. I don't know. We've played so many rounds of games. To say so many games, I don't think that's the correct term, but so many rounds of games. I would say I have two. So it would be playing Sagrada when I used some of the dice to hit other dice to get the number I wanted and the color I wanted. That was pretty fun. And then it would have to be when we played Orléans and I lost because instead of allowing my piece to move to the 6 multiplier, I decided to build a guild house. Is that what it's called? Guild house?
Guild house, yeah.
Instead, which, was detrimental to me winning, and I would have won 9 games out of the 10. Yes, I'm still salty about it.
I think years from now, you're still going to be remembering that, talking about it.
I'm going to wake you up in the middle of the night like, hey, Dave, I just want you to know I'm still mad.
Still remember. I loved playing Azul and listening to that soundtrack.
Oh, yes.
I was just thinking about that earlier today.
Yes.
I don't know if you heard me starting to sing that song again.
I know. I like the leedle part. That one's my favorite.
Still don't know what they're saying in the song, but we sing along to every word.
Yeah, I love that. Oh, and I think our whole spooky season was my favorite too because we were playing Halloween-themed games, and that was exciting.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I think my favorite gaming memory is when I saw the spark of Christmas spirit in your eye when we played Holly Jolly.
Oh my goodness.
So many good ones. I think each game had its own special moments, honestly.
I think so too.
Together. What would you say has been your favorite aspect of starting and working on Dice Jesters together from this past year?
Spending time together. No, I think, honestly, okay, so before starting this, I remember we were talking about making an Instagram where we went through our journey. We posted our whole journey together, the whole, this is my first time playing this and that. And you said that the community that the board game community is becoming is very kind and accepting of everyone, right?
Yeah.
And I come from the small business community when I had my original small business prior to going into Dice Jesters, and that community is very welcoming, right? So when I went into this one, I was kind of intimidated, kind of scared. I felt as if people would say, oh, you don't know this game, so you're not a board gamer. And I was very intimidated. And then we made the Instagram. I am the person that does all the postings and communicating with individuals on that platform, and everyone has been so nice. People haven't been mean. They've been recommending games. They've been encouraging. They have been people you could talk to, friends, individuals that honestly you can make friendships for life through this hobby, and I think that's really memorable and really kind and really, and of course playing games with you, Dave.
Well, I love that because one of my questions coming up was, how would you describe your overall perception of the board gaming hobby from diving into it within 2024? So you found it welcoming and friendly.
Yeah, I'd say so far it's welcoming and friendly. I know that we also have a BGG, which you are the main individual on there, and we kind of discuss things, and occasionally there'll be those one-offs where people say something a little sassy, but but I don't take it to heart. What I hear a lot is individuals saying that they're so happy for this new generation of board gamers, and I go, what is the difference? And they say that when they initially got into board gaming, it was a very selective group who were gatekeepers or very pompous about certain things.
I would say so.
Yeah, and it's been moving away from that. It's been more welcoming. More people have been getting into it. It's been broadening its scope. Games have become more kid-friendly, more family-friendly.
Yeah.
And honestly, if you want a board game for a 2-year-old, you can get a board game for a 2-year-old. If you want a board game for... Yeah, literally.
Papa makes great games.
Yeah, exactly. If you want a board game for the family, you can do that. If you want a board game for serious board gamers, you can do that. So now it's just a more inclusive environment where anybody can join for anything.
I would say so, and I think board gaming, when I first got into it, was still a pretty narrow hobby. And I think as time went on, people realized, like, hey, I'm busy. I don't always get to meet up with my group of friends to play these super intense strategic games. And sometimes I just want to play with people who don't normally play a lot of games, or I want to introduce them to friends and family, or play with my significant other or my kids. And I think when it comes down to it, the aspect of board gaming that I love is just sitting around a table with people.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not the most social person in the world. But when it comes to playing games, it's that quality time you get to spend with somebody, sharing an experience, going on adventures, competing against each other, and sharing those moments and doing something that is literally just pushing cardboard and wood pieces around a table when you think about it.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I love reading books and I love the imagination that sparks from reading a book. Board gaming does the same thing for me, allowing me to enter into an imaginative space with somebody. And it's cool being able to talk about that, like how we were just talking about some of our favorite board game memories over the last year. And traveling is fun, going out and doing things are fun, but honestly, sitting down around the table and playing a game is just as fun to me. So
yeah, I would completely agree with that. And I think so too, that in general, there's a board game for everybody.
How would you say your vision for Dice Jesters has changed, if at all, over the past year from the time you thought of the idea until now? Let's say you thought of the idea because you were the one to think of the idea.
Well, I thought of the idea because it was a passion you had. I took you to a board gaming restaurant for your birthday.
Yeah.
And you had said that you had always had a dream to have somebody to talk about board games with, have somebody to play games with, and you specifically said, I have always wanted to do a 10 by 10 challenge, and that went over my head. I said, what in the world is that? And you described it to me saying, well, at the beginning of the year, you choose 10 games, and you play 10 rounds of that game, and you want to finish it by whatever designated time. And I said, we can do that. And you looked at me, puzzled. Like,
what?
Wait, what? I was like, yeah, we could do it. I was like, we can record our journey, too, if you like. We can make a podcast. And you were like, you're telling me my dreams right now.
Are you real?
Yeah. You were like, are you sure you're not AI?
I went to poke you.
And I said, yeah, let's do it. So then that was the main base for Dice Jesters, was doing a whole 10 by 10 things. So obviously me as the new board gamer coming in, getting my first impressions, first playthrough, and then how do we feel after playing 10 rounds of the same game, and hopefully letting other people know, or perhaps giving them insight of what they might feel like towards the game, like, oh, we like this game, but maybe this or that, and maybe they have the same views, so maybe they'll try it, maybe they won't try it, who knows. But the point is finding games that you and I specifically love, and I think that has held true. Then we got to season 2 of Dice Jesters, and we decided that there was some games that wouldn't make sense to do 10 times, because they were shorter games or really simple games that we could play within an hour, you know. So then we decided to do like a past, present, future, and I think it's evolved in a way that I like. I like how it is, and I like how that we have the ability to play different games within our 10 by 10s, and not just the more heavier games or the longer games. And I like that it's Dice Jesters. It brings me back to some of my, past passions that people don't know about. Like what?
Yeah.
I don't know. Do I reveal the secret, Dave?
I think so.
Is it time?
I think it's time.
It's time for
Where did the name Dice Jesters come from?
Well, dice comes from board games.
Yeah.
So we wanted it to be something quirky. I remember I was like, Meeple People. And you were like, that's taken. And we were going down the whole list. I was like, it should be something with like Meeple. I like the name Meeple. And then we decided to go away from Meeple because some games, like card games, don't have meeples. And then you're like, okay, but card games don't have dice. But card games have numbers for the most part, and dice have numbers. And then we wanted it to be 2 words starting with the same letter. And it just wasn't working. We couldn't figure it out. And then I said, I don't know, you were teasing me because I found my yearbook.
What did I find in that yearbook?
You found that I was a jester.
Yes.
In the Queen's Court.
This is so good.
Yeah.
This is a whole journey to go down.
It is. And not only was I a jester, but I had always cosplayed in Renaissance fairs as like either peasants or fairies, or I was a pirate one year. There's just a bunch of different things. And I dress up every year till this day. And so I just love the Renaissance age, and I love being a jester. Although I'm pretty secretive about it. So Jesters came about, and I was like, oh, I could be like meeple jesters, or like I could juggle something, and then came up with dice because dice are similar to like a juggler's balls, where they're circular, or just a more simple thing to juggle than meeples. Hence, Dice Jesters.
Yeah.
So
I think when we thought of the name, it just stuck too. We tried brainstorming so many different names.
we did.
There's something about that one that felt right.
Yeah. And, you know, D and Dice, Dave.
Yeah.
J and Jester, Julie.
I was wondering if you get to that. I wasn't sure if we were revealing that, but yeah.
Yeah.
Dave and Julie.
DJ.
Oh, so fun. As of today,
Yes.
what would you list as your top 3 favorite games?
As of today, so everything we've played to this point, it would be Castles of Burgundy.
Ooh.
Bruges. Oh, I love Bruges.
Yeah.
The Jester cards, yes. Orléans?
So the last 3 games that we've played?
Yeah, I guess.
It'll always be the last 3 games that we've played will be your favorites.
I guess
Well,
so.
so I've chosen some good ones for this season then.
Yeah, I know we haven't gotten through our 10 by 10 for it, but so far Orléans.
Nice.
Yes.
Well, I'm glad that you've enjoyed the games that I have selected.
You're like the last 3.
Last 3. Would you still consider yourself a newer novice gamer? And if so, at what point do you think that will change?
I think terminology-wise, I'm new. I still don't understand the agathol. What is it? Agatholy.
Oh, orthogonally.
Yes, orthogonally.
Every time I say
adjacent.
that word, you look at me with
I cringe.
this
Just like, oh.
look of embarrassment on your face.
Oh no, it comes from like the back of the throat. I don't
You're
like
like, just
it.
say up, down, left, right. It's so much easier
Just
than
say,
orthogonally.
yeah. Just say that. I don't know. Orthogonally just makes me uncomfortable.
Is it like one of those words that some people just cringe when they hear?
Yeah, this would be my word. Like, I don't have other words that I cringe, but this is my cringe word. Like, I would rather take nails on chalkboard than hearing this word.
I don't like it when words have an excessive amount of P sounds in it. For some reason that
Like
bothers
Mississippi?
me. No, that's just one P.
Oh, that's just one.
Yeah.
But, so terminology, I would consider myself still new at. Like, I don't really understand the terminology, and I tend to just call things at a base level. So most games have tokens or meeples or cards or tiles, and that's what I refer to them instead of saying what they really are. So what they really are could be, for example, Carcassonne. When we're laying down tiles, I will say like the city, and I think it's not called a city, I think it's called something else. Or
In Carcassonne?
yeah.
I think it's a city.
Is it a city? Or maybe I'll say like town or something. I don't know. I'll say something similar, but I won't say something spot on because I don't know the correct terminology. But for games, I would say I would consider myself intermediate because we have played, I don't know, bigger games. And that's why I feel intermediate, because we went from like Azul to Castles of Burgundy and
True.
then everything in between.
Which has been quite a few if you consider all the Halloween games that we've played too.
Yeah.
It's been a lot at this point.
Yeah, but with the amount of board games out there, there's so many.
See, but I wouldn't consider you a new gamer at this point, because when I sit down and teach you a game, you understand it right away.
That's why it's like intermediate.
Yeah.
Like the middle. Like the
Intermediate,
medium.
but just haven't played an enormous amount of games yet.
Yeah. And I think I understand games faster now because you've showed me games that kind of built a base for these bigger games. So Orléans, the game that we're in right now, you said, oh, it's like Quacks of Quedlinburg with the pulling from your bag and placing. That made it easy. Because we played Quacks, which is an easy game to learn. So adding that aspect to this game made that aspect of the game easy.
And then I likened it to Dominion as well, and you said it makes no sense. Even after playing it a couple times.
Yeah, I didn't get that. Sorry.
No,
that one I
good.
don't understand.
Yeah, it's all good. But I do think the more games we play, it's just easy to learn them because you can relate it to so many different things. Do you have any New Year's resolutions, goals, or aspirations for gaming in the next year?
To win all 10 rounds.
To win an entire 10 by 10?
To win an entire 10 by 10, yes.
So all plays of one game or all 10 games within the 10 by 10?
All plays of one game.
Okay, so like a 10-game streak within one.
Yes, which I almost had. No, I didn't. Wait, what did I win at Castles of Burgundy? What was my... Do you remember? I don't know why. Oh, wait. No. Bruges. I'm thinking of Bruges.
Yeah.
Bruges, I won 9 out of 10.
Yeah, that was the one where I just lost all hope.
Because that was the one where I was pretty sad.
I don't know what happened. It's like I blanked out and then I woke up and you somehow won so many rounds of that. Castles of Burgundy, I think, was more close.
Yeah, Castles of Burgundy was closer. I get those two confused sometimes. So, yes.
Well, that was fun. I have...
Nice, solid.
I have some fun trivia about games that we've played together that I think you're going to enjoy.
Okay.
And I don't really know that I'll keep track of how many questions you write. We're just going to have a good time.
I'll keep track.
So, which of the following games have you, Julie, won the most number of times? So I'm looking at games. Each of these 4 games, you have a win percentage of at least 70% within this game.
Yes.
But which have you won more out of this list?
Okay.
So, Bruges, Century Golem Edition, Castles of Burgundy, or 5 Tribes?
Oh, that's hard between Bruges and 5 Tribes. Because I know I won 5 Tribes a lot, Bruges. Because that's a 90%.
Bruges?
Yeah, because I didn't win 5 Tribes 10 times, or did I?
You won 5 Tribes 8 times. Bruges, we actually ended up playing a few more times, and you've won the game a total of 12 times.
So wouldn't that put me at a higher percent? Okay, so my answer... Yeah, I'm sticking with Bruges.
So we've played Bruges 17 times, and you've won it 12.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, that's the one you've won the most number of times.
Yeah. So you try to trick me.
In which games with at least 10 logged plays do you, Julie, have the lowest win percentage? Is it Dominion, Azul, Carcassonne, or Sagrada?
It's either between Dominion or Azul.
So it's actually Sagrada. Sagrada, you have a 38...
How did I lose at a color number game?
38% Sagrada, and then Carcassonne is 42, Azul is 45, and Dominion is 49. Like, we're like...
Oh, we're almost 50-50?
Yeah.
You know. Huh. Okay.
You're going to love this one. On Dave's birthday this year, which of the following was not a game we played? Dominion, Azul, Sagrada, or Onitama?
On your birthday?
Yeah.
Onitama.
So it's actually Azul.
We didn't play Azul?
No, we played Dominion and Sagrada at Mock's Boarding House. Then we went to Senate, another board game cafe later, played Azul, Stained Glass with Sintra, and Onitama, but not base Azul. I think we played Azul on our previous visit to that board game cafe, but it wasn't on my birthday.
Oh, I took you to 2 different board game cafes on your birthday?
Yeah, it was a fun day.
I'm such a great co-host.
You are.
Okay.
So Azul. So the next one is, what is the most number of games we have played in a single day this past year? So is it 10, 12, 13, or 15?
How come
and bonus points if you can remember which games.
How come it goes 10, 12, 13, 15? It's suspicious that 15 jumps by 2. So I'm going to say 15.
15?
Yeah. And then...
You're right. Okay, what games were within that? And what day was it?
What day? I don't know. Do you know these?
So it was May 18th. Was the day we recorded the most number of plays.
18th. Of the same game? We played the same game 15 times?
No, there were 3 games that we played on May 18th.
Dominion.
Okay.
Azul.
Yeah.
And what would the third game be? I'm trying to think. I feel like Azul especially you and I, we can get that done in 15 minutes, like when we're just going back and forth. So I could see that one being long. And then Dominion, my moves are pretty short. Your moves are the ones that take a decade. What other game is pretty short that we would have played? I don't think it would have been Space Base. Space Base kind of takes a bit because of all the cards set up and whatnot. Why are you smiling? Space Base. Okay, what is it?
San Juan.
Oh, San Juan is shorter. Yeah, that makes sense.
So I played San Juan 9 times and then Dominion 4 times and Azul 2 times on May 18th for 18 plays.
Nice.
That was a long day. Fun. Of the following games, which do you, Julie, have the largest range in lowest score and highest score? So is it Dominion, San Juan, Azul, or Targi?
Targi.
It's actually Azul. So in Azul, your lowest score is 14 and your highest is 111.
How in the world did I get 14?
I don't know. In Targi, your lowest score is 24 and your highest is 46. So your variance within Azul is 97.
How did I do so bad that I got that low of a score?
It's kind of hard to quantify. I have Dominion on the list, but we play with expansions where we have played, so it's hard to tell higher score if that is affected by that. But Azul, that was funny. I laughed when I saw the score of 14. It must have been the first time we played it or something.
I think I did better the first time we played it.
And that would have actually been the first game that I showed to you, too. So
That was the first game.
We'll remove that from counting. Don't worry. That won't impact your current win percentage, which, if you had to guess, this wasn't on the list, but what is your current win percentage?
53.
53.
Is it 53?
Yes. Yeah, it is.
Yes.
You are the better gamer.
At this time.
Of the following games, which do you, Julie, hold the title of longest win streak? Is it the Castles of Burgundy, Five Tribes, Dominion, or Bruges?
That's really hard. I know it's not Dominion. Wait, why are you smiling? Why are you smiling? Is it Dominion?
It is. Sorry, I didn't mean to smile. It's funny because you just said, "Oh, I know it's not Dominion," but that was the answer.
Okay.
Bruges, your streak is 8 games.
Okay.
Dominion is 9. That's close.
Yeah, almost.
Castles of Burgundy is also 8. And then Five Tribes is only 5. So you won 5, and then I think I won 1 or 2. I think I won a couple games in that list.
How's it feel to lose 8 straight times at Castles of Burgundy?
That was rough. Just crushed my dreams. Honestly. So this next section of trivia I titled The Backstory.
The backstory?
So I'm going to read a statement, and you have to guess which of the following games mentions that concept or quote as part of the backstory in the rulebook.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So,
yes.
A heavily contested job promotion. Is it Bruges, Azul, Space Base, or Sagrada?
Space Base.
Wow.
What?
Was that just your gut instinct, or did you actually...
Well, the other ones didn't involve jobs.
Well, they do, though.
In the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're not getting a job, no.
So I love that. Like, the rule book, it has this whole backstory of trying to get promoted to the title of Admiral, which is sought after by... So there's Commodore Sean Chen and Commodore Liz Valor. And then they also mention a newly promoted robot named Z4045, which was built for promotion and even has the hat to go with it.
The hat.
Yeah. Okay, what about this one?
Okay.
Pleasing your grandparents on your mother's side. Specifically your mother's side. Is it Carcassonne, Notre Dame, the Castles of Burgundy, or Dominion?
Notre Dame.
It's Dominion.
What?
It talks about pleasing your grandparents.
What?
I remember when I read that to you and I laughed.
I know, I laughed too. I was just like, that's specific.
Yeah.
Your mom's side must be difficult to please.
What about the Royal Palace of Evora? Is that Century Gollum Edition, Sagrada, the Castles of Burgundy, or Azul?
Century.
It's actually Azul.
What?
Yeah. It talks about the fact that you are playing the role of tile-laying artists, embellishing the walls of this palace in Portugal. So, which of the following lists a city or country not located in France?
Okay.
Is it Notre Dame, Bruges, the Castles of Burgundy, or Carcassonne?
I don't want to get this wrong. I'm gonna look silly. Okay, can I get the multiple choice again?
Notre Dame.
Okay.
Bruges.
Okay.
The Castles of Burgundy.
Yes.
Or Carcassonne.
And what was the question again?
A city or country not located in France.
Castles of Burgundy.
It's actually Bruges. Bruges is located in Belgium.
You know what? Sweet. Thanks. Thanks, Dave.
What about this one? The Himalayan mountains, the Central American rainforest, the Egyptian desert, a mysterious volcano, and the bottom of the sea.
What does that have to do with anything?
Is that Sea Salt and Paper, Lost Cities, San Juan, or Century Spice Road?
Lost Cities.
Yeah. These were archaeologists going on expeditions.
Yeah. Thanks for throwing in an easy one.
Coffee.
San Juan.
Yes. Yes. I won't even read the rest of the
just coffee
possibilities there. Baking as a hobby. Is that Notre Dame, Targi, Gingerbread House, or Sushi Go?
Gingerbread House.
Why?
Because it's baking.
Yeah.
If you were like, it's Sushi Go, I'm like, I don't think you know what baking is.
It's so true. I was just like, what game could possibly mention food? It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Holly Jolly.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Gingerbread House was also on that list.
Yeah, but I know it's Holly Jolly, though.
What about this? I'm not even going to read you. Let's just see if you can guess the game without me reading the possibilities. So, smelly feet, homesickness, hiccups, and love problems.
Oh, that is... What is the one with it? No, it's not Notre Dame. Notre Dame's the weird shaped one. Is it Quacks of Quedlinburg?
Yeah. You got it.
Yeah.
Okay, last one here. What about a family of greedy rural farmers who are determined to make their fortune? I'm not going to read you the possibilities and see if you can guess.
Farmers. Fortune.
Why did your voice change?
Don't worry about it. Out of the games we played, do you count any of the Halloween games? Did you count any of those?
I counted any game that we've played to date.
Okay. Way to answer my question with basically a question. Okay, read it one more time. I'm listening.
A family of greedy rural farmers who are determined to make their fortune.
I want to say it's Carcassonne because there's the farmers, but it's not Carcassonne because Carcassonne's more so about the city. Why are you staring at me like that? Every time you stare at me like that, I feel like I'm wrong. You don't have a good poker face. What other game has farming? Greedy to make their fortune.
I can read you the possibilities if you'd like.
Read me the first possibility.
Carcassonne.
Okay, read me the second possibility.
The Castles of Burgundy.
That one.
You don't want the rest? Okay.
No.
Incorrect.
Oh, okay, what's the other two?
Dracula versus Van Helsing and the Bloody Inn.
It's the Bloody Inn.
Yeah.
Yes, it's the Bloody Inn. See, I knew it. That's why I asked if you counted the Halloween ones, and then you were like, I got all of them.
Okay, so the last section here, some more open-ended questions. Just 2025 predictions. And I thought it'd be fun if I read you a few questions, we predict what the answer will be, and then next year we come back to see if we were accurate.
Okay.
What do you think of that? So how many different games do you predict we'll play in 2025?
10 for sure.
It needs to be a specific number.
I know, I'm doing the math in my head. So 10 for sure. And then different games. So even if we return to a game, that doesn't count as a different game. That just counts as a point towards the same game, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. 25.
25.
Okay,
I will jot that down.
Yes.
I'll put your name in parentheses so we know if it's wrong. Where it comes from. I won't guess myself because this is more fun coming from you.
What did you want to guess?
So.
Yes.
Okay, let me guess. Okay, so 20 for sure.
20 for sure.
Well, because think 10 games. We can do 2 10x10s a year easily.
Oh, okay.
And then sprinkle in some of our other in-between games.
Yes.
I'm going to guess... I'm going to guess 40.
Okay, guess 40 then. That's fine. It's fine.
Whoever is closest, the other person owes them lunch. I don't know.
Owes them lunch. Owes them a new board game. Doy.
Okay, yeah. From games we have played through today...
Yes.
December 31st, 2024. What 3 games do you think we'll play the most in 2025? So you have to pick 3.
Castles of Burgundy. Orléans. And Carcassonne Extreme Edition.
Extreme, okay.
Yeah, where we play with all of the expansions.
Yeah.
Yes, that's my guesses.
I would guess Castles of Burgundy.
Yeah.
San Juan.
Okay.
I'm going to go on a limb and say Azul. That we'll keep playing that. We'll keep coming back to it as in between.
Okay, sure. Yeah, sounds good.
And then the last one is, how many 10x10 challenges do you think we will complete in 2025, including our current one, which will bleed into 2025?
3.
3, okay. I think you're right. I think 3 is about right.
Oh, you sounded really confident on that, so I'm going to put 3.
So that is our 2025 predictions. And then I thought I'd do something a little bit fun. I have a little bit of a present for you to ring in the new year that I like to...
You have a present?
I do, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So let me grab it real quick.
Oh, you have to grab it? It's a real present?
Yeah.
Oh. Get in front of me? I don't know.
Okay, close your eyes.
Yeah, my eyes are
Hold
closed.
your hand.
Hold out my hands?
Yeah.
How big is it? Do I hold them close together? Like this? Like...
Okay, it's a little heavy.
It is heavy.
Okay.
I'm scared.
You can open your eyes.
Okay. Oh, you got Septima?
Yeah.
Aww. That's so cute. Did you get them, like, Black Friday?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Otherwise, I would have felt bad.
No. This is a game that you mentioned that you really wanted to play, and I thought that this is one that I think we'll enjoy together, so...
Is this one going to be a 10x10?
Yeah, we'll put it in our next 10x10 challenge.
Ooh, is our next 10x10 challenge witch themed?
That is pretty specific and not a lot of games. It'll be whatever we want it to be.
Okay. Pretty specific. Yay, I'm so excited. I want to look at it.
Me too.
Oh, it only takes 25 minutes? I didn't know. I thought it was like a longer game.
Wait, how long?
Or is this, am I not reading that correctly?
Oh, I think it says...
Like 25 per person?
Yeah, 25 minutes per person.
Oh. Huh. Okay. I guess we'll find out when we get there. I like it. Should I start my own gaming shelf?
Yeah.
Julie's most loved.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, and thank you for taking this board gaming journey with me over the last year, and I'm really excited for all the fun things we'll do in 2025.
I'm excited too. Oh, look at the pieces. I want to be the purple one.
I love that it has your color.
I know, right? Yes. So thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Julie.
And thank you for listening to us this week. Dave and I both hope that you have a happy new year. And we would love to see all the games that you're playing. So if you would like to connect with us, you can connect with us on Instagram at Dice Jesters. We're also on Patreon if you would like to see some behind the scenes videos of Lupin destroying games. I mean, he doesn't really destroy games, but he destroys the setup and Dave's face with it.
He destroys my soul when he comes up on my board gaming components.
Yeah, you can hear Lupin's song, see behind the scenes of YouTube videos, and of course, any episode art prior to release. We are also on YouTube. Our YouTube is Dice Jesters, and that's a wrap for 2024. With Dice Jesters. We've had laughs, we've had gasp, I know I've had, and we've certainly had a lot of dice rolling card board game fun. Remember, whether the dice are in your favor or not, it's all about the fun and the friends you make along the way. Keep those dice rolling and those spirits high. Until next time, keep jesting and stay lucky.